Legend. We are back with the impromptu Friday afternoon get in where you fit in episode of Everybody Loves a Mic podcast. You can follow me on Instagram at freak nasty underscore ECL. It popped up on my joint this time that we live. Didn't pop up the other day, but we fixing this. We getting it rolling. End of the day, if it wasn't for all these cameras, like I just was telling these brothers here, I'd be the newest super motherfucking villain out here in the world. Like I can't no more with y'all people in society. Steve, hit him off, man.
What's going on, people? It's your boy, Mr. S.B. via Instagram as well as LXB Galleries. We back to back days. You know what I'm saying? We missed one of our co-hosts yesterday, and we had a good session yesterday. But we back like we never left. I hope all is well from everybody that's viewing. Keep commenting, keep engaging with us. We look forward to it. I'm always happy to be here with my fellas, and I'm gonna send it to my man Mo M-O-N-E-Y.
Yeah. Again, y'all, this is Mo. What's going on? Again, Motivate You one on Instagram. Motivate You on TikTok as well. Happy to be here with my brothers. I'm DJing too much. I don't even know what day it is. Is it Friday?
It's Friday.
Day, yeah.
It's Friday.
Because we were supposed to be on originally Thursday night.
Yeah.
I was doing, yeah. Anyway, people, we're back. We black, and we ready to attack.
Word.
What we got, fellas? What we got today?
What
y'all want? What do y'all want to talk about?
It's been so much crazy stuff.
Oh, yeah, it has been
lately. Like it's just been a lot. I didn't even know that about the Stephen A. Smith thing. Not to bring up what y'all already talked about. I didn't even know that got affected by the billionaire.
So you heard what happened, right?
Yeah, I heard.
So it's good. So anyway, we didn't get what you had to say. So pretty much, Vanilla, like I said before, Alex. I don't like to butcher his last name up. Vanilla Zaddy. Serena Williams' husband.
Okay. The Reddit cat.
Yes.
Okay.
Came to First Take to talk about like Steve was saying, $1 billion deal that he was
conducting.
Conducting.
He shouldn't even have been on TV, but go ahead.
No, he shouldn't have been on TV, but he had the time that on whatever day it was. Stephen A wasn't in at that. Go figure. Stephen A wasn't there that day. Well, Mr. Alex had something to say. And that man wasn't too happy. He was like, yo, he's like, I heard you, you had a lot to say about, me and my wife, and regarding the Super Bowl and what, she should be doing and certain things.
Oh, okay. That's what he was mad about. So it makes sense to up on him. You can't talk about a man's family. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just going to be honest. People beefing their families all the time. I can talk shit about my wife. I can talk shit about my mama. I can talk shit about my brother, uncles, cousins, whoever. Can't none of y'all say nothing about them.
Absolutely not.
And that's
how it's supposed to be.
That's the bottom line. So yeah, he was right to pull up on him. Stephen A. should have been there. And it should have been face to face. It didn't need to be on air.
Pull up on him when you can look the man in the eye.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I don't agree with that. That's the sucker.
But that's what people were saying. But Stephen A. had the same energy after the Super Bowl. He was running his mouth. The man wasn't there.
Yeah. So I understand it. It's
supposedly, y'all, word on the street is he wanted to make sure the man was there. He's been looking for more times when he was there.
Okay. Well,
that's what I heard. I could be wrong.
You can't talk about somebody's family and not expect them to go full crazy on you. Prime example of somebody going full crazy on, and it all goes back to the same people, Stephen A. and Serena Williams. She was out there because she used to fuck with Drake. Remember,
that's what he was saying.
When Drake made the diss track in retaliation to Pusha T, and he put Pusha T's wife's name in the song.
Yes.
And Pusha T came back and was like, nigga, you hiding the kid. all of this shit. Take care of your family. Don't you fucking put my name out there. I can peel this back all fucking summer long. Let's keep it fucking popping. And Drake was like, whoa, 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 whoa. You putting my personal business out there. No, nigga, you talked about his wife. You can't do that. Some things are off limits. And I'm just going to put it out here. There are people who be on the sucker shit and they don't have no morals, no codes, no ethics. You're supposed to leave women and children out of shit. Motherfuckers forget that because they got the camera in their face and they got little checks coming in. You will get, what's the nigga, the Will nigga say all the time that I follow on Instagram and Facebook. You will get packed up talking to the right man about his family. Period. Like you will get laid out. And if the man don't lay you out, you still gonna have to fight for your life. You might beat him in the fight, but you have to fight him because you was talking crazy about his family. You don't always get knocked out when you get in a fight. Just to be clear, people still will put hands on you. So people just need to understand that there's no morals, there's no codes, and it's when it comes from the vanilla, they don't have morals and codes. They bomb children. They do all types of crazy shit. So they don't got no morals and codes at the end of the day. So we can't be surprised with anything that happens. Stephen A got to be careful because he playing with these people. He forget sometimes he one of us.
And I try to tell Steve this. I was like, listen. Everybody wants somebody to talk to somebody up in person until they get slapped like Will Smith slapped up Chris Rock. Mm-hmm. Now, then they were like, oh, he's so violent. Oh, he's so violent. Yep. Oh, he shouldn't have did it that way. He shouldn't have did that. I'm so scared for my life.
I hate that.
Oh, you can't have it one way and the other way, too.
Exactly. You can't play.
So you can't want. So then, okay. Black men don't protect black women unless they're Will Smith running up and slapping Chris Rock. Why he do that? He's littler than him. He shouldn't have did that. See, people always move the goalpost. People always move the goalposts. They always move the goalposts, and I'm not having it. They always do it every single time, y'all. Cut it out.
Was commenting on an athlete, right? Like I keep having this conversation. He is a sports analyst, right? Mm-hmm. So when it came to the halftime show, Serena Williams is an athlete, so he commented on the athlete.
He said she should stay her ass home. She stayed her ass home.
She should, and that's what he was saying. You know,
no, that's not his right to say that. You know how women are.
Why isn't it his right?
Women are.
You know how women are. What he said was,
women are, dog.
Yo, Mo.
So now you're not a feminist now. You're not a feminist now.
Put the rainbow. Cue the rainbow. I ain't said it in some episode. Cue the rainbow.
We don't switch roles. We don't switch roles.
Yo, look.
We don't switch roles. You got me defending the ladies.
Stephen A said.
I thought it'd never be today.
She, you know, if it was my wife, this is exactly what he said. If it was my wife and her giving acknowledgement to an ex-boyfriend on national television, he said, yo, I wouldn't like that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of men that are with women would have cared about that. Be like, yo, if you pass that, then why we need to be getting on national television and dancing and doing a crip walk because you're from LA. I get you, I understand. But yo,
it wasn't about LA. It wasn't about LA. It was about that she was with Champagne Poppy and she is mad at Champagne Poppy. It don't got nothing to do with it. Had nothing to do with LA and sea walking my ass. People know what it was.
You know what I'm saying?
Because the ladies were so happy. Because ladies were so happy that she was doing that after she done messed with Drake. We already know what that was. Stephen A called it what it was.
It was, yeah. It was bitter.
Everybody knew what it was.
They called it.
I'm not saying he was, but you don't speak about somebody's, you know what?
Yeah.
Like, wow. Especially they not there to defend. He watches Sports Center, minding his business the next day, dog. He come
drinking his mimosas on his yacht.
Go sit down. He was drinking mimosas on his yacht. Zaddy got his kids there. His kids running back and forth. Vanilla Zaddy got his kids going back and forth. He hears Stephen A talking about what's the name? Serena. He was like, oh no, I know he was hot about it. But so we can't get mad. No. We can't get mad when the billionaire comes up to you on your show and you not there all that day and come and address you.
I honestly like.
I'm all about energy, dog.
Yo,
He wasn't there in the studio that day. You weren't there in that studio that way. Go figure.
In that moment, he would have lost.
But Stephen A. should have known he was coming for him, though.
He should have known he was
coming
going to come for
He
him.
should have known.
He should have known he was going to come for him.
He should have known, dog.
I mean,
you ain't that untouchable.
A lot of these cats is petty. The
See
billionaire
LeBron run up on him again, like I said.
Yeah.
He had all that smoke for LBJ.
Yeah.
He got everything to say to LBJ. Now he was like, "Oh no, I didn't have nothing to do with it." Justin, he was like, "Oh, you know," he was trying to switch up the man. He was stuttering and all that.
Not to mention that LeBron is also an athlete, so you got a sports commentator speaking about an athlete. Yet again, he was speaking about an ex-athlete. He was just speaking about what was put in his face. Pause. But that being said, that's what it's crazy in itself. But just to pivot real quick.
Yeah.
Y'all heard about what's happening in Alaska?
I saw something. I ain't really read up on it.
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to since the time we talked, Steve, that day.
So what's happening in Alaska, really quick, is they were hit with a typhoon. So you got a typhoon in Alaska, right?
Damn.
Like, what sense does that make? How often in our lifetimes have we ever heard about a typhoon hitting Alaska? So I'm 42 years old, never heard about it. So now it's happening, right? So it just so happens that conveniently places, things like FEMA and certain government assistance has been defunded.
Yes.
Right? So they're not getting any of the help that they need.
What?
As far as what's happening. They said
they get defunded.
But you know what the most important part about that is? You never guess what they said they were going to start doing in Alaska. They were going to start drilling for oil.
Of course they are.
So now all of a sudden,
they love that oil, boy.
Catastrophic event that happened equally as such as when Oprah Winfrey and all of them to go get. You know what? My hot take is Oprah Winfrey is a fucking villain. I said it.
Go for it.
Villain.
I ain't gonna hold you. I believe it.
100%.
Dang, I'm shocked she survived this long past us. Not talking about her.
Stuff that happened in Africa with those kids missing. That's another. But that being said, yes. So what did Trump say? Drilling, oil, blah 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 blah. Now all of a sudden, out of nowhere, in 42 years of my life, and it might have happened, but nothing is catastrophic. You get a typhoon hitting. Alaska. All these people are gone. Houses are floating down rivers and everything else in between. And, there's nobody there to help. Equally as such as Arizona. I have an uncle that lives out that way. Fortunately enough, nothing has affected him from that perspective. But you got rivers and damn near lakes in one of the driest places in the country.
Overflowing?
Overflowing. No overflowing. Created. By rain. Yeah. So there's a lot of earth stuff that's happening in the world that's being swept under the table, and you can only find out some of this information via some of our social medias, man, which is sad. Why aren't they? Who cares about some of the narratives that they're pumping out to the world? There's a lot of dangerous and deadly stuff happening in the country that no one even knows about.
Because they just want to keep you placated, keep you fucking docile, keep you happy, keep you in your little box. Our houses are boxes, people. It's literally the movie The Matrix we live in. Why we got all these power lines that you got to work to keep the system going. It's a whole fucking thing. But that's all it is. They just want to keep you going to work every day. They want to keep business as usual and act like nothing's happening. You're not supposed to worry. And, your bills are still due. That's all everybody worries about is their bills.
Fellas, these phones have so much information in them, right? And these billionaires want to get control of every platform to control what we see and not be able to talk about.
That's it.
They do not want this information. If they can't swing the information the way they want to swing it for the next 4 years, you don't think billionaires come together in a place for about 4 weeks?
They do every year.
And every year and figure out what agendas are going to be said 9, 10, 12 months, 13, 14, 15 months down the line. What talking points is going to be put in? What the hell was that? Y'all heard that?
I did hear that.
phone rings, huh?
Oh, that's my watch, yo.
Oh,
That's what's crazy. My watch is over here farting.
I was like, what the
Timer done. I don't know what timer it was on. Freaked me out. Got this new watch, man. Shout out to Apple for y'all watch though. Y'all saved me down at Comic-Con and down in New York, y'all.
What you mean?
I went there randomly on a Friday, but my old phone, I had my old phone with me, and I didn't have any, and on the train you're supposed to keep a charger. I forgot they had to plug in for the charger.
Yeah.
I forgot my charger. Went there anyway. I was like, I had to get the Apple to get a charger. Phone dies on me. I got the new watch the day before. And it's like, no, it said, don't worry. This runs without your phone. I said, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I hit the walking app, see my calories walking through the streets. They're like, now listen to Vanessa Williams. I said, Vanessa Williams. Excuse me? Vanessa Williams is like, how you doing today? I said, I'm good, Vanessa. She's like, oh, I'm just walking through the autumn breeze in London. I heard the leaves rustling. It's a beautiful time right now. What? She's breaking down her life. I'm walking down the streets in New York. Bopping, dog. Listening to Vanessa Williams. Vanessa Williams is on the Apple app, fellas. And I had the time listening to her too. Talking about her life. Talked about the time when the dude took the nude pictures of her.
I remember that.
The way he got her to take the nude pictures. Yeah. The way he got her to take it. And she wasn't even a star. She wasn't even a star. I was walking out of Comic-Con to go to Apple to get a charger. But it took me, I didn't have no way to get there because my phone went out. But my watch, I just got the watch the next day, the day before. And the watch took me wherever I need to go. I'm listening to Vanessa Williams in the streets of New York, dog. And then she brought up her daughter singing. Her daughter sounds great too. And her daughter sings. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I don't know which one. I want to say Rick Fox. But she was singing about, being in New York and how beautiful it is, New York. I'm walking down the streets of New York, listening to Vanessa Williams' daughter talk about how good it is to be in New York. I said, God, I made it. Apple Watch. Apple Watch. But anyway, fellas. So this phone,
Apple, we get sponsorship from Apple from that
Apple Watch
advertisement. That should be.
You hear me?
I have an Apple teardrop under my face.
Hey, Apple Watch. Y'all did it with Serena. Not Serena. I'm sorry. Oh, hell no, not Serena. Y'all did it with Vanessa Williams. Apple Watch. Shut up. Sorry, Vanilla Alex. I don't mean no hate. I don't want you running up on me like Stephen A. Man, you got too much money. I ain't going to. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna act like Stephen A. I didn't.
Well, if Stephen A. would have turned, if he would have turned down on that cat, he would have been,
When was Stephen A. ever turned down on him? Stephen A. gonna run right back to his podcast like we doing right now and talk crap like he did. Yeah. You see, cut it out. He's smarter than that, fellas.
He didn't talk crap. He just said, "Yo, I don't know this man." You know what I mean?
No, he waited. He waited until he got back to safe waters. But to bring up the typhoon and bring up everything you were talking about with the oil, I'm going back to the phones. No, I'm going back to the phones, and that's information. They don't want us to know this. That's why they're trying to buy up and want TikTok so bad. I try to tell y'all why they wanted TikTok so bad. So we don't hear certain things. So we don't know certain things. That's why. That's why they want certain information. That's why Elon wanted, was it Twitter or X? He wanted X so bad so he can get all the vanilla zaddies on there to say, I hate inners. I hate you niggers with the hard ER.
I told
the hard ER. And all this different stuff so they can go be racist as hell. And then once you bring up the truth about white folks and Caucasian folks in actually real terms of what they've done through the centuries, all of a sudden you're banned. So my point is, Steve, they don't want us to know anything. They don't want us to know anything, man. They don't want to talk about that information. Why would they talk about that?
No.
Why would they talk about that? So keep us aware? They really want us aware? No, they want you broken scrolling.
That's it.
They want you broke
That's it.
scrolling on this phone, broken scrolling, and talking about people, commenting about people.
They it's an attack on education too now out here apparently, where
Man,
people is out here talking crazy about people with education are bad and yada 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 and all this. It's so fucking stupid. I can't. Like I said, I'm tired. Like, take these cameras down and let me rock the way I really want to rock. Like, that's all I gotta say. Take the cameras down and I'll show you what time it is out this.
Don't be too surprised if that shit don't happen soon, man.
Yeah, take all let's get a what is it, the EMP? Let's get one of them popped in the country. I'll show y'all what time it is real quick. Like, yo, pull the video up because we on the clock. Here we go. All right, this one's crazy.
I'm quick.
Yeah, this one's crazy. This is crazy. I got sent this morning, but I don't even know the podcast. We'll tag y'all cats from whoever video this is, but we showing y'all some love. We gonna in depth on this too. Steve, check this out.
Who remembers the struggle kicks from the 80s and 90s, y'all?
The ones you had to wear.
You know, and I don't say it in a degrading way when I say struggle kicks because it got us by.
Yeah, and there wasn't always a time when your parents could peel for some pumps or some Jordans.
Looking back on it, sometimes it was rough.
Yeah.
Walking in with certain kicks on into school and the responses you got. I mean, like your whole social status, unfortunately, revolved around your shoes. Who remembers Pro Wings from back in the day, y'all?
Where did they sell these at?
Kmart. These were definitely at Kmart. Them Pro Wings had the Velcro straps. Honestly, back then, if you walked into school with these, you might as well call your mom to come pick you up.
Yeah.
You come to the school with Velcro anything past 7th grade, that's that ass. Hey, but I'm going to be honest with you right now, those are kind of fresh. What y'all know about these Spaldings right here, y'all? Check these Spaldings out. No one in history ever said, hey, mom, take me to the spot to get the Spaldings.
No.
These are whack as hell. Crusty.
They look like fake Reeboks.
Look like tires on the bottom of them. These were readily available at Kmart, Walmart, and Payless. Champions, y'all. We were rocking Champions when the only
nobody wanted them.
You got them from layaway in Kmart. If you showed up to school with the Champions on, it was a bad day. And it's so funny to see all of this stuff coming back. It's cool now. Champion is a cool brand. Now, this was the original bargain brand right here.
Bro, look at how big that Champion logo is.
Parents used to be like, no one's looking at your feet. I guarantee you
everyone's
looking at your feet.
And now some schools have like uniforms and shit. Like back then, this was pieces of you. Like they would look you up and down.
You were judged immediately,
Yeah.
especially if you came in with the champion. The Payless specials, the Michael Jordan knockoff XJ900s, y'all.
Wow, bro.
You could almost get away with these too, but upon further examination, they were going to get you.
Bro, look at the laces. What's that, 40 feet of laces?
Hey, you might get jumped walking into school wearing these
Oh
XJ900s.
my,
Them joints
that
is nasty.
AI, look at them laces.
This is how I picture these being worn with
Sorry,
these
bro.
knots right
Bro,
here.
they're in 17
Oh,
knots and the
nah.
laces are
It's
still,
still
on
long.
the ground.
What was that, a baby shoe? The LA gear, y'all.
At
LA
a certain
gear.
point, I
LA
felt like
gear.
I was a trendsetter.
With the
Yeah,
LAs?
when you got the LA gear, you're like, oh, these are
I
gonna
ain't
be,
had
like
it.
these are gonna transcend.
But they didn't do
They
it.
showed.
They didn't do it until later on in life when all the 90s shit started coming back. These were the original light up shoes. They
Yep.
also had
Yep.
these little air pockets in them that really weren't doing shit. You know, for a moment, you felt like you got the Nikes,
They were
the
cool.
Air Max. You kind of felt like that for a second until you went to school.
First off, I don't know where these cats is from.
Oh,
But-
they do. They do video game reviews and stuff
Yes.
like that. Can't quite
I thought
remember.
they did video game reviews. Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
solid,
I'm
man.
saying
They're
I
solid.
don't know where they're from as far as where they
Oh,
grew
where
up.
they live.
Where they grew up.
Yeah.
I remember LA Gear being on the cusp
Right on the cusp.
It's
Right on the cusp.
because
They had all
I
the way
had
up.
2 pair of LA Gear in my life. I had a pair in 2nd grade, and I had a pair going into the 8th grade. And now, in hindsight, I understand why I had those pair of LA Gear going into the 8th grade because I ended up getting newer sneakers a couple of weeks later. I think it was between a pay period or something, and I
That
got the
makes
LA
sense.
Gear. But
LA Geek.
you had to, people would try to clown. I remember 8th grade, people tried to clown me for my LA Gear. And I was
I
like,
think
"Ah."
so. I remember that too. But LA Gear, I remember.
Yeah.
I think I remember this. I was like, yo, the LA Gear's all right to me.
Yeah, they
I
fine.
never really
I
cared
feel
about
like Joe Montana rock LA Gear. What you talking about?
Yeah,
And
but
they had
they were fine.
athletes. And I was just like, these are straight. And then they came out with the
It didn't
color,
bother me.
and they had the flak. LA Gear flak was their whole thing. They had
Yes.
a whole advertising and
They did.
marketing scheme behind them. It would have been Nike, Reebok, Adidas, Converse would have been the top 4 at the time. What people was rocking. LA Gear was a close 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talking 1988, 89, 90.
Yeah, I go 88 to 89, 98.
98. 98, Steve.
98, they were still
You're not
popping.
talking 88.
Yeah, I say 97, 96, 97. Yeah, LA Gear was still popping. LA Gear was popping for a little bit, but I go on. British Knights was up there too.
They were. Yes.
They were a struggle. They fell. When British Knights fell off, right? And it's no disrespect because I respect this man's entertainment and what he brought to the game. They fell off once MC Hammer put them on. Damn. British Knights.
I remember too.
Because he started.
I remember that.
I remember.
Yo, we're gonna have to find the MC Hammer British Knights because that's when everybody's like, "Oh, he's a super sellout. What is this man doing?" Because he was considered a sellout in hip hop.
The narrative changed on him.
We didn't sell out.
Huh?
You know how you get down. Don't be showing up to our crib.
I got no love. I know how you roll.
Yeah,
I know you were laying cats down.
We were kids. But we were kids at the time, and they changed up the narrative on him, and that's when he used to go. And that's when he used to go find people.
Yes, and you couldn't. Yeah, you rocked the British Knights. After that, it was like, oh, you like Hammer. I remember cats getting clowned for having the BKs, and people being like, oh, you like Hammer? You still listen to Hammer? What's your favorite song? Too Legit to Quit. It was a whole thing because that was not the best Hammer version, but because he did redeem himself, Pumps and the Bumps. So. Again, there's no Hammer slander happening here. I'm just telling you from the sneaker standpoint. But the wild shit, and this is why I want to bring this up because I have the crazy story about the Spaldings.
Really?
The Spaldings were the lowest of the low. I don't give a fuck when nobody got
Spaldings.
You couldn't pull Spaldings off. I'm sorry. And
I didn't even remember them until they dropped the video about this. I didn't even remember them.
And I'm about to jog your memories even more about the Spaldings, and y'all gonna be like, "You right. You couldn't even wear Spaldings in gym class because they would leave the black marks on the gym floor, and all the gym teachers like, you can't wear them in here because I swear to God, the Spaldings were made of used tires, bro. That was the rumor. That was the rumor. I remember my gym teacher saying it back in elementary school and was like, yo, they make those out of used tires. You can't wear those in here. And I'll never forget. I think it was 7th grade. I don't want to shout the man's name out, but this dude came. He had the Spaldings on. He was a vanilla. He had the Spaldings on. He came and he had his shits on. He thought he was looking fresh. I had to get his ass. Nah, it ain't Fresh B, because everybody was talking about everybody's shoes in gym class. It ain't Fresh B. I guarantee you, when Mr. Miller walk in here, he's gonna tell you can't even play today. And he was like, "No, my mom told me these are $60 sneakers. If your mom paid $60 for them Spaldings, she on something. That's not $60 sneakers." Mr. Miller came in, was like walking through. We start playing. He was like, "Hold up! I just had this floor. What did they get? A waxed, refinished? I don't know the terminology." And he was like, "It's black marks all over. Everybody line up." And he went down the line. He looked at everybody. He called out my man as well. It's like, "You guys stay on the side. You marks. I told you them shits is garbage. And the homeboy dude was mad about it. A week later, he came back with a pair of entry-level Nikes. Yes, entry-level Nikes. Entry-level. Yeah, entry-level Nikes on a couple of weeks later. And the Spaldings never came back up. I'll never forget that. It was one of my earliest memories.
Yeah.
It was 2 dudes. It was actually 2 of them. two dudes. They had to sit out in gym class. First day of school, they had to sit out. Called out by the gym teacher. Spalding's bottom of the barrel. Don't get on the comments talking about your mama bought you Spalding's. Nigga, you was poor. That's it. And your mama didn't have a good job. I'm not saying we rich, but she was getting you the $15 joints. I'm sorry, bro. Like, that's just what time it is.
We never had no Spaldings.
I never had Spaldings. I had a Spalding football.
We had some Nikes, Reebok, the Steelers.
I got the basketball Spalding.
You know,
that's all I do.
We never had.
Oh, you had the feelers? Oh, yeah, feelers.
Feelers.
You have the Grand Hills?
Yeah, everybody had.
You had the Grand Hills, right?
I got the Grand Hills in my storage right now. I got the whole velour suit Grand Hill joint. I've worn it once. I might have to pull it out this weekend.
I had those pennies. I didn't have the bubble pennies. I didn't have all them funny looking pennies, the blue and black foam deposits. I ain't had those. I had the other pennies, like those Nike, like they didn't look like bubbles. I ain't had that. I remember my mama, like I wasn't allowed to get $100 sneakers. She was like, it was a waste of time, B.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm so happy to this day because I don't even be rocking that like that. But I had the flights. I had the Pippins.
Mm-hmm.
It was three of us, but the one out of the three of us was Love. He's the one that always had the extra.
He did.
Go out of his way.
It seemed like he did.
Those sneakers. He used to rock the Bo Jacksons. He would rock
the Bo Jackson's fire though.
The Deion Sanders joints. Love would be the one. He was a sneaker guy. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if you're a sneaker dude, go for it. I mean, all love to you. I mean, I don't got no hate of it.
Sneakers, because I always got the best sneakers. So.
Yeah, I mean, it was his thing, man. Love was the one that used to rock the sneakers crazy. And, to this day, he still, everybody that was a sneakerhead growing up, it's still one. Be a sneakerhead now.
Yes, it's still one.
Your feet game is always on point. You know what I mean? Like, sneaker consultant. You know what I'm saying? I know a bunch of people that I grew up with. My man, Shoney D, a bunch of dudes that's just out here that get their sneakers popping. And it's like an addiction. You can't stop it, right?
It's hard to stop.
It's almost like putting on a fresh pair of socks, right? When you put on a fresh pair of sneakers for a sneakerhead, it's like rejuvenating to your soul. Brings you back to a happy time. If there was a pair of kicks that you wasn't able to get
100%.
when they were popping and you put them on now, it's almost like you revert back to that age. Like, I finally unlocked this achievement. Yeah. So sneakers are serious. And for those that had to go through them tough times with them Spaldings and everything else that them dudes showed, because I didn't see a bunch of those before. I've never seen a bunch of those before.
I never saw them XJ.
Me either. I didn't see a lot of them joints either, but I think they were older. These dudes are older than us. Like, they had some stuff. They had some
for a couple years.
They from a
a couple years.
They might not. Yeah, we don't even know. But
dog, they pushing. They knew what those sneakers were.
That did rock those sneakers, I can almost guarantee you now that they are, they pay a lot of attention on their kicks now. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy
because of the trials and tribulations they had to go through back in the day. Getting laughed at because of what you're wearing, regardless if it's your sneakers, your fit, or anything like that, as a youth, can traumatize you and scar you forever.
For real.
So,
yeah, that's true.
For real.
It is what it is. That's
like no coming back from that.
Yeah,
y'all remember y'all remember the D Brown, the pumps?
Yes.
The Reebok, the pumps. He pumped up the joint.
From the Celtics?
D Brown,
D Brown
pumps became his signature shoe. He
that was his signature shoe. He pumped them up and dunked the joint. The dunk.
That was his shoe. After he did that, he was the spokesperson. That was his signature shoe.
Yeah, and I remember. I think Shaq at the pumps too.
Yeah, he did.
I'm pretty sure Shaq at the pumps. But did anybody y'all have the pumps? I don't think I had the pumps.
I never had pumps. I still want a pair. I'm not gonna lie, but I can't justify $150 for a pair of Reebok.
I hear you. But you know what? Shaq and Iverson do.
I got a bunch of
Iversons.
I got a ton.
Iversons?
I got a bunch. I have.
I think I got the Marbury still. I think I found the Marbury still. They're just like bricks.
Oh, they should have put those up there because
Starberries. I had the joint.
I respect.
I went in college. We had a couple of boys went to college. Went down to the city. Yeah. Went down to I forgot.
Dave and Barry.
David.
Dave and Barry. That's where he was selling them out of.
That Dave and Barry.
Dave and Barry.
And we went to the Westchester Mall and some mall.
Yes.
We went to,
for the people.
I think it was Westchester Mall.
Starberry deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. We talked about this last episode. Starberry deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, man.
For what? For what?
What you say?
Give me the nigga's resume.
All right,
I'm dead ass serious.
All right, cool. So if we're gonna do this, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right,
I just gotta know.
Stephon Marbury, because you got to remember the Basketball Hall of Fame is a Basketball Hall of Fame, not an NBA Hall of Fame.
Okay.
So
all right.
What Stephon Marbury did in the NBA on each team that he played for, he was a premier player, and he went over to overseas and was a bigger player in China than their spokesman himself, Yao Ming. They got a statue of that dude out that way. By the way, he's Brooklyn's finest, one of New York's best basketball players to ever come out the league. Ever come out of New York. And he had a whole movie named after him that, Jesus Shuttlesworth was actually Stephon Marbury. He was one of the most complete, both sides of the ball basketball players. Yes, he deserves. And we got people like Ben Wallace in the Basketball Hall of Fame. Stephon Marbury deserves to be in the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Defensive Player of the Year. How many years?
A lot.
Defensive Player of the Year, he did, but
he was holding it down.
Was he more dynamic than Stephon Marbury? No.
Oh, let me read this for y'all. Let me read this to y'all really quick. All right, Stephon Marbury, Abraham Lincoln High School, Brooklyn, NYC. McDonald's All-American 1995, one of the most highly recruited guards in the nation. Georgia Tech 95-96. ACC Rookie of the Year, first team All-ACC, led the team to the NCAA tournament. NBA career 96 to 2009, drafted 4th overall in 96. One of the greatest drafts. One of the top 5 greatest drafts.
Yeah,
hands down.
Yeah,
hands down. One of them.
Was crazy.
96 was crazy. 96 was deep.
It might be number one. It might be number one.
Yeah, when you think about it,
it might be number one.
So 4th overall in 96 NBA draft by the Milwaukee Bucks, traded to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Okay, so his teams: Minnesota Timberwolves, New Jersey Nets, Phoenix Suns, Knicks, and the Celtics. 2-time NBA All-Star. I thought he had more All-Stars than that.
I did too.
Okay, 2001 when he was with him and Marbury. Him and Iverson brought him back to win. That was a crazy comeback. Him and Iverson went crazy in 2001. 2001.
All-Star game?
2001.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then he had the game winner. Then he had the game winner. Then he had the game winner.
Yeah.
Him and Iverson had a crazy comeback. 2001 NBA All-Star. 2003. 2-time All-NBA third team in 2000 and 2003. He averaged for a career 19.3 points, 7.6 assists, 3.0 rebounds over 13 seasons.
Okay, that's Hall of Fame numbers.
One of the only few players in the NBA history. One of the only few NBA players in NBA history to average 20 points and 8 assists per game for multiple seasons. And 3 championships in China, All-Star multiple times.
See,
9,000 points in career in Chinese basketball too. 9,000 is crazy.
That's crazy.
Getting there from 2012 to 2015. That's crazy.
That's crazy. 3 years, 9,000 points. That's nuts. He was going
okay.
Well, see, my thing was this. This is my thing with Marbury. What the nigga ever did in the playoffs? And this is where I'm going, Steve. I'm about to, and this is where I lost my love for Stephon Marbury, and I'm just keeping it a buck. And I love Stephon Marbury. I respect the journey, respect who he is, his accolades, his talent. But as a competitor, this is where I kind of start to sour on him. When they traded that man for Jason Kidd, New Jersey, I was upset.
He's gonna bring it up.
And they traded that man, and Jersey went to how many NBA finals after that? Now, they didn't win, but Jason Kidd.
No, it's crazy. All they did was trade one. All they did was trade one.
That was barely making the playoffs, Steve.
Different guards.
It don't matter. It was the same motherfucking team, guy.
We talked about this last episode.
Dog. Same team. I won't hear it.
Literally, you have guards that make players better.
You have guards that
don't make players better.
And he was a guard that got
players better. He was getting buckets. He was getting buckets.
Yes.
Known to be getting buckets.
And you brought
Now,
in.
we got the third leading assist man in the history of the game. Now, I think fourth leading assist.
He's up there.
Leading assist man in the history of the game behind John Stockton and Chris Paul. John Stockton, Chris Paul, Jason Kidd.
Mm-hmm.
That means he's distributing the rock. We are not saying that Stephon Marbury is the same as Jason Kidd. In no way, right? But he is a Hall of Famer.
Okay,
That's
I'm
true.
not saying he's not.
But he's telling you what he did in the playoffs and what he did for his teams.
I'm telling you where.
But that's the reason why he wouldn't be there.
His Hall of Fame career. That's where I'm coming from, because
So
I see
you're right,
the
Justin.
results firsthand. So did you, and it's just like, well, maybe Marbury ain't that nice. That was the conversation.
Then Marbury, but then look,
that
Same
you
team.
know, Ben Wallace had Rasheed Wallace,
Okay.
Tayshaun Prince, and himself playing defense, right? So yeah, I think it made it a little easier on his.
he was the anchor, though, dog. He was the last. He was the last man.
He had the
not
D
in the
Shaq,
fence.
bro, and they won.
And they won.
They did. I can't
Fellas,
That's
look at
what
this.
I'm saying. We don't have a Marbury moment where it was like, yo, he had to D up John Stockton when he was in Phoenix, and they beat the Jazz to go to the conference finals. We don't have that story about him.
So, fellas, look at this.
That's all I'm saying.
But so you got Ben Wallace,
Hall of Famer. Now that I've heard the resume and I've been reminded, but off of just my memory.
and you have to go back to Justin. Remember, so you just brought up the switch with Kid from Jersey to Phoenix. Now let's do this. Now let's do the switch from when he went to New York to when Nash went to Phoenix.
Yeah, there we go. That's the same shit I'm talking about, Steve. That's what I'm talking about with him.
He went to the Knicks. Nash went to Phoenix, and he had the same horses. He had the same horses. Matter of fact, he had.
I forgot about Steve.
He had Amari. He had Amari.
Stephon Marbury was a scoring one. He was a scoring one.
But he had the horses. We're saying, Steve. But that's what he's saying. He's like, the reason why he's saying why he's not in there is because
he wasn't facilitator. We know this.
Steve Nash won 2 MVPs with this nigga's team, Steve.
He didn't deserve them, Justin. He didn't deserve them.
Story.
He didn't deserve them.
He didn't. He didn't.
But he utilized his weapons.
He was a white point guard that played like a black point guard, and that's what got him his MVPs. There was 2 Lakers that deserved back-to-back MVPs that they gave over them.
I wasn't a Steve Nash fan. I'm not defending. I thought Steve Nash was overrated. I'll say it to anybody. I thought nigga was overrated.
But he made lemons out of what he had. He made lemons out of what he had.
Yeah, man.
Like that was the same exact team.
All I'm saying, it was 2 teams in a row we watched. I forgot about Phoenix. Thank you for bringing that up, because that always was my argument about Marbury. Is he nobody
Penny was over there too. Penny was over there with him too,
like,
in the backcourt. He had Penny. Then he had Marbury had good weapons over there.
People, but dog.
Penny was done.
He had people. Wasn't Grant Hill over there too?
Grant Hill was over there. Grant Hill was over there. D and Kobe.
Grant Hill played with Nash. He didn't play with.
He was playing with Nash though. He played with Nash.
With Nash. Okay.
So okay, fellas, one more thing. So you said Ben Wallace? Ben Wallace, Virginia Union University, averaged 13.4 points, 10 rebounds. That's serious. 3.8 blocks per game.
That's crazy.
Per game. First team All ACC. Yeah. Division II All American in 96. Went undrafted in 96. NBA career 96 to 2012. Bullets / Wizards, Orlando Magic, Detroit Pistons, Chicago Bulls, Cleveland Cavaliers.
He cleaned up with that fucking Chicago Bulls contract. Shout out to Ben Wallace.
He got the credit there. He got the money there.
He was a shell of himself on that Bulls team.
His juice was ran out after he D'd Shaq. And Duncan in those finals. He was done after that. Detroit 2004 championship, key leader and defensive anchor of the legendary Going to Work Pistons, defeated the Shaq and Kobe with Gary Payton and Malone Lakers. 4-time NBA Defensive Player of the Year 2002, 2003, 2005, 2006. Tied with Mutombo for most deploys awards in history. He's a four-time NBA All-Star. 2003, 2004, 2005,
Marbury,
and
nigga.
2006. Five-time All-NBA all-time selections. Five-time All-NBA selections.
See,
Three-time All-NBA second teams 2003,
apologize to Ben
2004,
Wallace,
2000,
Steve.
2006.
You just said Ben Wallace in the Hall of Fame.
Basketball
He
player.
got way more better accolades than Marbury.
Five-time All-NBA selections, fellas,
Come on,
and,
Steve.
and
Apologize to that man.
six-time All-NBA defensive team.
Apologize.
Five-time first team, one-time second team, two-time leading rebounder in the league.
Come on, Steve.
2002 and 2003.
We ain't said shit about Marbury leading assist or
One-time leader in NBA blocks in 2002. So in 2002, 2002 alone, he had one rebounding title and an NBA block title in the same year.
Come on, Steve. Don't
And all defensive teams in the same year. dog.
apologize.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
He deserved,
Oh,
he
Jesus.
deserved to be in the Hall
Over
of Fame.
his career, over 10,000 rebounds. He was 6'9", Steve.
He was
It's a
6'9",
reminder.
playing
It's
center.
a reminder that defense gets overlooked. So
100%.
my apologies. Yes, he was an animal. But yo, the real life Jesus Shuttlesworth deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
He is named Ray Allen.
That's his real life. Like who was based off of.
Jesus Shuttleworth was Ray Allen. That's all.
Everybody knows this is Ray Allen. They do know it as Ray Allen, though.
Island, Stephon Marbury. That's who that was.
They should have had him play it.
He probably couldn't read. Anyway, that being said, fellas, I am.
Wow. You guys do a whole thing, can't read.
Yo,
Wow.
okay.
Take breath.
Yo, yeah, man. Holla at me. Yo, y'all finish up. But y'all got to take off, man. I'll talk to y'all soon.
All right, yo.
Yeah, man. Peace. He could read. That's all.
Yeah, that's crazy. He said he
Yeah,
couldn't
that was
read.
wild.
That was
That was wild. I can't believe you probably can read. Jesus.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Damn. Shout out to Marbury, man. You can read. You be saying the Chinese words now too with your new girlfriend. I see you.
About to get
Called
married.
Dwayne, and she be breaking it down for him.
Yep.
I'm like,
she's
yo.
she's the number one, I think.
Is she a singer?
Recording artist in Chinese history or something crazy like
Yeah,
that.
she's a pop singer, right?
Yep.
Or something
Mhm.
like that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, no, she is the number one record. Yeah,
Yep.
she's the beyond Taylor Swift though.
Yeah.
She's on I'm not want to say Michael Jackson, y'all, but that's she's up there.
She's big
Like,
time.
Yeah, shout out to her.
She's
Shout out
big
to your wife to be Steph Marbury. I should have DJ'd your wedding. Let's talk about it though. It's all right.
You knew
I would have. Nah, no, I would have went out to China though. I definitely would have went out to China to do it. I would have went out there to China and rocked it.
That's a good time. That's a good
Nah,
time.
it would have been a good time. But yo, Ben Wallace's career, when I'm reading it down,
This nigga
it's
Ben Wallace
insane.
for no reason. Like,
I don't know why he hated him.
like-
That dude was undersized, 6'8", 6'9" at best.
Exactly.
Dominate, and at the time in those 2000s was real.
Yeah,
We
that's
had
when
the land of
still-
7-footers.
and I still think they still had the hand check.
Yes, they did, and they had Duncan and Robinson.
Yeah.
Robinson was still there.
Twin Towers.
Towers was still-
Twin Towers,
This
yeah.
dude, this is why by the time he got to the Bulls, he was done, man. His body could only take so
Yeah,
much.
He was beat up. In Cleveland, I don't even remember what he did over there.
But think about it like this: he had to stay in the gym constantly. His body was a brick.
He was constantly lifting. That was his thing. He was constantly lifting.
He had to.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? He didn't have the height.
Nah.
His body is what brought him to the dance.
It'd be like Ben Wallace, 2 points, 15 blocks, 25 rebounds in the stat line. It was
crazy.
Steals, like type of shit.
And listen, and nobody cared about his points because all of that added up to points.
No, because all he was doing the block, he gonna throw it down to Tayshaun, or he gonna throw it to Rip, he gonna throw it to Chauncey, and they gonna make magic.
Or he get the offensive rebound. Oh yeah,
get back
Tayshaun
up.
Prince. Shout out to you too.
Yeah.
Nobody talk about that dude. And that dude
Nah,
was
he
a
was
problem.
peace. He was nice. I'm
Prince,
surprised
like-
he's not on somebody's bench at this point in his career, but they don't do the vets no more in the NBA. So that's why he
Well, even as a coach,
Yeah. You know what? I'm saying here
Tayshaun Prince.
on the bench. Tayshaun Prince,
he got to be old,
yeah,
man. He old.
he's like our age. He could still be on the bench for somebody. He's like you said, coach something. He was nice.
Yeah,
underweighted.
he was
underweighted
nice.
Wing.
Yeah, what's his name? He reminds me of Tayshaun Prince. Reminds me of what's his name? Shane Battier's, like the IQs of Shane Battier.
Yes.
Like them guys like that. Bruce Bowen.
I hated that nigga saying.
I think honestly, I think Bruce Bowen was nice though. Bruce Bowen was nice, but he wasn't better than Tayshaun Prince overall. I don't think.
No.
I don't think he was better than that. They were kind of comparable, but like Prince used to get down. He could really get down. I think
he's trying to give you 30. If you give
he could.
He could give. I mean, Bowen might give you 10.
Yeah, but he'll flame you up though.
He'll flame you. He'll
flame you up from them threes.
He had Kobe looking silly sometimes out there.
Sure. Huh?
He had Kobe looking silly.
And, I think Bruce Bowen is the reason why they changed the defense. They changed one of them defensive rules because Bruce Bowen was a guy that used to D up people and used to stay like this and used to put his feet underneath you.
Yeah.
So when you hit that jumper, so you had that jumper, you couldn't land. So now people have to give you space. They can't have the feet underneath you because ankles were being torn up, man.
Yes.
You weren't being able to come down. That's why Reggie Miller had that leg, the kick out. He used to spin around off the rip. He used to spin around off the pick and roll, grab that ball, man. Somebody would come, man. Reggie would stick that leg out, man. And he stick that leg out, and you gonna feel it.
Yep.
You gonna feel it.
Definitely.
He'll make sure you feel. Shout out to Reggie Miller, that one of the Knicks killers. I know Steve ain't here right now. He be sad about it.
Damn,
man. Reggie was
Reggie. That shit was crazy.
Reggie was one of those all time.
Always be like when you go to school and be like, "This is why I don't rock with the Knicks. This was their year. They were supposed to do it. They let this skinny motherfucker come in here and make them look stupid."
I remember you saying it too.
Yeah, because it was true. Like, there was no Jordan.
It was no excuse.
It was clear path for the Knicks. And then when they got there and they beat the Pacers that 1 year.
1 year they beat them. 1 year. That was debatable. That was the OJ year. Year.
And the Rockets kind of looking silly. Like, I mean, I've never seen Patrick Ewing look like he didn't know what he was doing out on the basketball court until he was playing against
Hakeem was killing though. Yeah, Hakeem was different level.
I remember I watched game 1. I was like, "It's over. This over."
Hakeem was that good though.
Hakeem had Shaq looking like a 2-year-old that year. The first year, and the second year he had Patrick Ewing looking like he was a bum. Like Hakeem had people looking crazy out there.
Hakeem, yeah, he did. Yeah. Hakeem, listen, Hakeem was a problem, and I don't think people even bring up Hakeem like that. Like Hakeem, even Jordan says it. I think Jordan said if he had like people to play that he wanted to play with, like if he said if he had Hakeem Olajuwon.
You heard what Kevin Garnett said about Hakeem. He said he played against Hakeem, and Hakeem was saying some shit like, "I'm hitting him with lateral movement. He has nothing for me." He was like, and he said he was standing there because remember he was out of high school, and he was like, "Lateral movement? What is this man talking about?" Like this dude was talking freaking geometry on the court, and KG had nothing for him.
Dog. Yo, your man Olajuwon destroyed our favorite players.
Yeah.
And lived to tell about it. Mm-hmm. Like he destroyed our favorite players.
Yeah.
Like the people that people think are like legends, Hall of Fame legends, we watched him destroy them.
Yes. That's why when
he was killing Shaq. It was a problem.
Shaq.
He gave Shaq moves. Shaq never. Who? David Robinson.
Robinson had nothing for him neither.
That was bad. I think that was the worst torching I've seen on a basketball court in my life.
Nothing for him.
I think it was that same year. I think it was that 95 year.
Because I could think it might have. I feel like
because David Robinson won that. David Robinson won the MVP.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And he gave him.
Work.
It was a nightmare. Like, I can't deal. I can't deal. I was like,
yeah. He you know why Hakeem? Because Hakeem thought he should have won MVP that year, and he was mad about it, and he had to go show the world he was the real MVP.
He did,
and he went and did it. Like,
he did.
Yo, see,
he
y'all
demoralized them.
Don't know what it is how these cats they have vendettas, they have pride, they want to show that they was the best. These dudes nowadays, I don't know what they be doing, bro. Like I don't know what these NBA cats be doing. Some of these teams, I don't know what these cats don't have no heart no more.
So this is what I'm gonna ask you, since you weren't here for the last one. Actually, it's actually good that you brought this up. In today's game, do you think, JT Malone, that Pippen would be a top 10 basketball player in the NBA?
He'd be number one. He'd be number one. People forget. Didn't Scottie Pippen go to the Rockets at one point? After the Bulls, he went to the Rockets, right? It was him, Barkley. Olajuwon had retired.
No, Olajuwon, was he there?
He might, they might have traded Olajuwon, because remember Olajuwon went to the Raptors for a little bit.
He did,
but they had a decent run. That team, people thought they was going to win the chip. Like that, it was a real thought that when Pippen went to the Rockets, they was going to win the chip.
Mm-hmm.
They had a playoff run. I don't remember who ended up. Where was the Bulls? I feel like no, the Bulls didn't win. I don't remember who won. Doesn't even matter. The point is, they still had a playoff run.
I think it was the Lakers.
Was the Lakers? It was the Lakers. It was part
because it was a 2000. I think it was that.
Either
it
way,
was the first year, I think. Yes, they won. Yeah.
But then he went to the Blazers.
Yeah.
And they were like the youngest team in the NBA, and he had these dudes competing against the Lakers.
Game 7
Lakers had a hard time to get by them.
They had to get 15 points. They were 15 points up on the Lakers. Start of the fourth quarter of that finals. So that's a game. Yeah, game 7.
I think he would be one of the top players, because he would shut down LeBron. I don't care what nobody say. He would shut down LeBron. He would shut down See, I don't even know who nice no more. Anthony Edwards. I think he would have given Luka some problems.
So what do you think our top 10 today to help you? Top 10 today.
Top 10
no
today,
order.
No
was
order.
Joker.
Joker, Luka, Anthony Edwards.
Yep. Tatum.
Tatum's up there.
Yeah.
I'll put Jaylen Brown in the same team. Jaylen Brown, nice.
Yeah.
Who else would I consider top?
See what I'm saying? It gets a little funky after this.
SGA.
With Durant. SGA.
SGA's on the list.
Durant.
I don't know about
Curry. See what I mean?
Yeah,
it starts. See what I mean? Durant's, Curry's, and LBJ start to get still on the list.
Yeah, the fact that they still on the list is a problem to me.
And then we got one more. And now we got one more person, and we struggling.
Oh, Brunson.
Brunson.
Top 10. Yeah. He brought the Knicks back. I mean, stop. After Patrick Ewing and Allen Houston. Who was the Knicks? I mean, yeah, we had Melo, but they made the playoffs. The Knicks wasn't shit until Jalen Brunson. To be honest,
top 10, maybe.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson got to be top 10.
I would have said Halliburton, but he's injured.
No,
I would have said Halliburton, but no. The reason why we're gonna say Brunson, we're probably gonna
Giannis. We forgot Giannis.
There we go. That's who it is.
Yeah, that's number.
That's who it is.
And you can take out LeBron, and you can put Halliburton in.
You can put out all of you can put all these. You can mix and match now. So we can mix and match now.
Yeah,
but Brunson and Halliburton will be up in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I agree. They'll be up in there.
Yeah. So Halliburton, as much as I was not wanting to see this man succeed, because
people were hating, and I was like, this dude's a killer.
But
every time he plays him,
you can't. They couldn't stop him. And then I watched the fucking Oklahoma City Thunder. That man didn't get hurt.
Listen, it was.
I think he was going to get the chip. I'm just going to say it.
We all know what was about
to happen. He had 7 points in 7 minutes.
Early. Okay? He was going for 50.
He was about to light him up.
He was going to give him 55.
When he comes back, he's the boogeyman to these motherfuckers right now.
Halliburton is
overrated. And he basically showed y'all overrated my ass. And I was not a fan until he got hurt. I'm not even gonna lie. When he got hurt game 7, That's when I was like, okay, this dude different. Because he just had put up that 7.7 minutes. He got hurt. I was like, nah, the Pacers about to win this chip. That crowd was quiet.
It was over.
It was
quiet. Over. They knew. They knew. They knew what was happening. They were about to watch greatness. They were about to watch greatness.
I didn't think they was going
straight.
7. I didn't think they was going 7. Yeah, I didn't think they was going 7. And he was holding that team up. Miles Turner.
It's the way he was doing it. It was the way he was doing it, though. Yeah. Halliburton was handling that team, man. Yeah, the way he was doing it, I was like, okay. I was like, it's over. And then all of a sudden he got hurt. I was like, now y'all gonna win like this?
Yeah.
I was like, y'all gonna win like this?
Asterisks. As far as I'm concerned, asterisks. You ain't beat the Pacers.
Nah, that Halliburton had something. He was about to get him 50 to 55. I knew he was.
Yeah, he was.
And he would have gave him 60 if he had to.
He would have.
It was that type of night.
He had that type
of night. Yeah. Everybody knew it. The crowd was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He would have gave it to Boston the year before if he hadn't got hurt.
He got hurt.
So it's two teams who won chips because Halliburton got hurt. I'm just putting that's my take. Halliburton might be your number 1 player in the NBA.
Overall, we were talking about that. We were talking about that on the last.
He might be number 1.
For a person to give you 20 assists, to give you that assist, but then since he's giving you those assists, then you play off of him. Then he starts roasting you.
Yes.
So now you don't know what to do with him.
And they shitted on his daddy. What I was just talking about, you can't talk shit about people's family. He can say my daddy was out of line. Rest of y'all, shut up. Ban this man's father. He made sure his father could come back. They had to let his father back in the game. You can't tell a man, oh, you can't come see your son playing the NBA Finals. That's the fastest way to lose your all-star. They had to let that man come back.
You're right. And you know what happened too? The Pacers and what's his name? The Bucks. Mm-hmm. The Pacers and the Bucks, that rivalry is real.
Yeah, it is.
That rivalry is real. So whatever was going on, and his father was up in there, man. Father was there. Father was about that life.
He ran right up on Giannis, and not for nothing. Giannis is a 7-footer. I might run up on him. I'm not gonna hold you. He's too nice.
He was like, "Oh, you talking to me?" He was like, "Yo, you are what it is. You know what it is. You see how my son killed you."
The days of being afraid of Greeks is over.
But you know what the
centuries ago.
But they've been hating on Halliburton since the was a USA team when he was sitting there clapping on the bench. He was amped up to be there. They acted like he was a bum. They acted like he was a bum juice. They thought he was a bum juice. He's not getting to the Olympics because he's a bum.
No, yeah.
That's like saying Stockton's in the Olympics, he's a bum. No, not John Stockton. Because people were like, because we were talking about it a little bit too about Isaiah Thomas, and he said, well, Isaiah should have been there. I'm like, yes, he should have, but look, John Stockton's no chopped liver.
No, it's not like he lost his spot to, like you said, he didn't lose it to a bum. It was.
This is John Stockton here.
I'm trying to think of a shitty white point guard because you can't really think of them because they don't get no burn in the first place. You got
even shout out to what's his name
guard and white. You got to be super nice.
What was that dude on the Pacers? He was locking down dudes that came in for
oh yeah, I know who you talk. I can't remember his name, but yeah,
he's a nightmare. He's a nightmare.
He was a matchup.
TJ McConnell.
Yes, TJ. Yeah,
those are the type of vanillas y'all need. The Caucasian lovers we need. Those are the people that will run down. Those are the realists right there.
Yeah,
those are the lockdown. They will lock you up once you get the ball from the other side of the court to get to play offense, man. To the other side, they're playing you. That's rare. That's 90s.
Yeah, it's true. I watch it sometimes, and I'll be like saying, man, I should have focused a little bit on ball because I had the IQ and I could have been nice. I didn't want to entertain white people.
Well, you're going to have to do that if you. Yeah, you would have to do that if you were. You're going to be the jester.
Yes,
you have to be a jester a little bit.
I couldn't. Like I didn't like coaches. I was not a person. I wasn't a coachable person as a youth.
I get it. I'm kind of the same. I wasn't
coachable. Like these cats used to say stuff to me, and I just be like, "Nigga, you coaching me in Norwalk, fucking Connecticut? You don't know shit about this sport." Like, stop.
I am coachable. I am coachable, but I am your way as well. Like
Yeah.
you ain't gonna tell me too much.
Yeah, it's not. It's too much.
You-
Too much to listen to.
I got this, dog.
Don't
I
listen
got
too much.
this.
When
People want
once
to play with me.
once coaches start saying stuff to me like you got to give 110%, nigga, that ain't even possible. Shut up. Put me on the bench. I'm fucking giving you 70, nigga. Like I'm only here because my mother told me to sign up. Like stop it. That's the only reason I'm here. Like,
I just want to win. I just want to win and stay on the court. That's it. I'm a win and stay on the court. That's all I want to do. I don't care about none of that stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Ben Wallace too, man. We were writing Halliburton's and all that stuff though, man. Anything else happen?
No, I don't think so. We
I
can
think
wrap.
that's it. Yeah, I think so. And you know, Trump's always gonna be Trump, so we'll talk about him
We can
another
talk
time.
about him next week. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, this is what's the shutdown? It's still a shutdown in the isn't it still shut down?
shutdown still going on. Shutdown still going on. Apparently,
Got air traffic control people out there doing any type of Uber, any type of thing they can do.
This place is
What a country, man.
Yo, I told cats in 2017 we was third world. And motherfuckers told me I didn't know what I was talking about.
You did say that.
And here we are.
It was
Here we
2016,
are.
2017. You did say that.
Yeah, we third world, bro. We 2B. We on our way. Pack your bags. We on our way. I mean, because I'm gonna tell y'all people, if they don't give the SNAP benefits come November, get your knives, get your guns, because people gonna be hungry out here. I'm leaving the gold in the crib until things stabilize, because I don't want to have to body somebody. You're not running up on me. I keep that thing on me. Second Amendment. I did the NRA trainings. Jersey recognizes my right to carry. I can carry in freaking the majority of these states because I did the test for that too. I ain't playing with y'all people, and it comes down to this: like, yo, it's gonna get real out here, people. I'm not joking. It's gonna get real out here. You don't play with people's families. You don't play with people's food. And right now, the government is about to play with y'all families. If y'all is on government assistance, y'all might not get your checks next month for what y'all need. And that's old people, young people. People gonna be hungry out there. People gonna be getting robbed. Take your ass to the white neighborhoods and go grocery shopping, everyone. I'm telling you, go to the rich white neighborhoods because it's gonna be safe there. They're gonna have the cops up there. They're not gonna have it in you if you just a regular middle class person. And we gonna be the ones that they're gonna be preying on. So drive your ass the extra 20 minutes, go to Greenwich. Go to Princeton. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you, go to Scarsdale. I'm telling y'all all the spots to go shopping.
They mad at you right now. They mad at you. He's telling the secrets.
Yep. Greenbrook, Watcham Hill. I'm telling y'all all the places to go. Westfield, Garwood. I'm telling you all the white places to go do your grocery shopping because they're gonna have the cops up at them grocery stores. They're not gonna have it in Piscataway. They're not gonna have it in Norwalk. They're not gonna have it in Bridgeport. You know, take your New Canaan, go to New Canaan and shop for your groceries. I'm telling y'all, don't call me what you want. Don't call me stupid. Go to the rich white towns and do your shopping from now on because it's gonna be safe there. Those where the taxes is high, that's where you go do your shopping for people. I'm telling you, because if you shopping in your town and you know it's a working class town, people about to be hungry, and you're gonna be a victim, and the police is gonna just be looking at you. Oh, it's so much crime. I don't know what you expect me to do. So, and then if you do something to somebody trying to harm you, the way the laws is written, you're gonna go to jail. So just take your ass and your family to the rich towns, do your shopping over there, you know, because that's where the protection is gonna be. Because they got the protection, because they got the complexion. So, with that being said, everybody need to. I would say stay safe. You gotta stay dangerous out here, people, because it's about to get dirty in these streets. With that being said, we season 2. Everybody has a mic podcast. I don't know episode 5, 6.
Yeah, but 5.
Yeah, 5. Yeah, episode 5. We out here, afternoon edition. You know, we gotta make sure we get it in. You know, we trying to give y'all people content, keep it real, because you know we don't have people telling us what we can and can't say on our platform.
We don't worry about times. We just jump on. I was like, yo, you can do it. He's like, yo, I could do Friday. I was like, yo, let's do this.
Yep. That's just how real it is. I'm about to jump back on and do what I gotta do for the one that pay the bills. Till next time, people. Peace out.